How's it going, Rogues Gallery? It's finally here. The indie Mecha TCG Chrono Core is upon us, or at least their official retail release is upon us, and I am super excited to check this out. And yes, you heard me right. Chrono Core is the indie Mecha TCG, Mecha Indie TCG, some combination of those words. It's a really cool game where the basically the overall theme is like you're piloting your mech and you kind of like suit up and equip your mech over the course of the game and you fight against your opponent's mech. If you watched our first video of this, we kind of give my full review on, you know, the game, how to play a little bit. Some things have changed since then, so go ahead and watch their official new how to play video. I'll put a link to both of these in the description down below, but today's video, we're going to open up the very first booster set, as well as all three of their pre-constructed starter decks. And I do want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Chrono Core for sending me this stuff and sponsoring the video. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into our top down and check out the very first set of Chrono Core. Let's do it. All right, so here we have the three pre-constructed starter decks for Chrono Core. We have Pegasus, Righteous Resolve. We have Griffin, Chaos Ensuing, and Tiamat, Knight of Chaos. A lot of chaos here. We got a lot of chaos going on. And then we also have, as I mentioned, the booster box. Let's go ahead and open up the decks first, and then we'll crack into the booster box here. These are pretty like hefty decks. And as I mentioned before, I have played a bit of Chrono Core pre-Kickstarter, right? I'm curious to see how things have progressed since then. So we have the deck box here. It's kind of like this nice matte texture. A little bit of flavor text there. Contains a 50-card deck, a pilot core, and Mark 1 weapons equipment tokens, and 18 extra cards to customize your deck with. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad I read this. I didn't notice that. I really like it when they do that. So you have a 50-card deck, but then you have 18 extra cards to like tweak as you like. Very smart. Big kudos on that. I love it when you give players agency to kind of like customize their stuff, even with the pre-constructed deck, which is just great. So, and here's also published by Chrono Core Studios LLC in Indiana, proudly manufactured in China by WJPC, designed and developed in the USA. All right, let's go ahead and dig into this. We have some shrink wrapped stuff. Ooh, foil. Actually looks really solid. Okay. And we have the deck box here. Keep that off to the side. Now let's see, pull tab. Doesn't look like we have a pull tab. So I'm gonna have to do if there's no pull tab and you're opening up a card game thing, my big tip, by the way, is to get some sort of sharp object knife. Be very careful, obviously. And what you want to do is you want to put the knife near where the corner is, and you can kind of usually catch the plastic and then rip the plastic enough that you can just kind of like tear the rest of it off. That has been what I use for most things. I open up so many cards, so many TCGs. Ooh, yo, dude, the back is actually really nice. What? All right, this is a reminder token. So yeah, keep in mind, when I first playtested this, it was just with like, you know, pre-Kickstarter cards. They were just kind of like prototypes. So my first time checking out the actual cards here. So we have the Tiamat Visor V1. So I'm pretty sure the V1, you know, equipment parts, these like start and play. Ooh, Tiamat Gauntlets V1. Got the foiling on that. Infest, Overwhelm, no. So I think these are probably, ooh, got a foil disengaged. I do like how they do the spot foiling. And we have a Catastrophic Blow foil. All right, so we got a number of foils here. Ooh, this one's a foil textured card. I wonder if it's because it's it's an SR. So I can feel like the texturing on this. And then, are they all just textured? Okay, all right, very cool. And then we have some like tokens, short circuit, shutdown tokens. These are just kind of like reminders. Nice. Okay. Very cool. I assume these are like the extra cards that you can use to customize your deck. And then also, I love it when TCGs have like these little reminder things that talk about the phases and all of this stuff. Great. This is actually really good when you're learning a new TCG. The worst thing you can do, and I see a lot of TCGs do this these days, is to have nothing. They just have a starter deck with nothing in it of how to play or anything at all. Putting like a QR code or something is fine, but I like having at least some sort of reference material, so you don't have to have your phone out constantly. So anyway, let's go ahead. So I assume this is kind of like the main deck here. Once again, here's the card back, and then this is our core because your core flips. Ooh, is it foiled double-sided? Might be. So here is our pilot. You basically start the game with the pilot and your core in play, and then you also have your suite of rank 1 stuff. So yeah, you get your suite of like rank 1 stuff. So you have, I think those were like different options. For the deck itself, you'll start with Romulus Arnok. You'll have your Tiamat core 1, and then you can overclock it to the other side. And then we have our Headpiece Visor 1, Gauntlets 1, Greaves 1, and then we have the weapons. So we have a axe and a shield, and so these will all start and play, which is really nice. And then over the course of the game, you'll like upgrade these and do different attacks and that kind of stuff. It's very much focused like you are piloting the mech, which is cool. So we have some gauntlets. We'll go through these pretty quickly. We have visors, Oblivion Refractor, Leviathan, Aegis. One thing to note is that you might note that some of the art in this is like one big piece of art and they take little snippets of it. I do believe they said that they will be doing more unique pieces of artwork going forward. This was just for like the Kickstarter project, for it being kind of like an indie thing. So here's foiling, and I very much appreciate that there's no AI artwork in this at all, which is also fantastic. Oblivion Refractor. I'd much rather them do something like this where they have like one big piece of art and then they use parts of it than resorting to AI artwork. At least they are, commissioning artists, and they do credit the artists down here. At least they're doing that. So huge kudos for that. So here we have the Tiamat Gauntlets version 1. Oh, so these must be the SRs. Yeah, because I can feel the texture on these. It's actually pretty nice for an indie TCG. And the first product, I think the texturing is pretty nice here. We have the Greaves, once again, also like a SR texturing. We have Leviathan Mark IV, once again, also SR texturing. You know what? They're giving you a lot of the textured foils in the precons. We have the Aegis 4, also textured, very nice. And then we have Infest. These are like kind of like spell type things. Infest, Overwhelm, No, Deplete. Yeah, we had the extra cards in the thing. Maintenance Hanger, and then is Shield Drone. Very nice. I also want to note that one thing that they took feedback from the early, playtesting and the early pre-Kickstarter is they actually gave borders to the cards to make them a lot more distinct. Before they didn't really have any borders, and there was like a thin colored line. It was actually, the cards kind of blended together, and it was hard to tell what was what. So having the actual more distinct borders is pretty nice. So, all right, so that is the first pre-constructed deck. We will just have a pilot on the front here. Very nice. Let's go through. We'll do the Griffin deck. Well, the Pegasus. I think I like the Pegasus the most. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, three distinct decks. There are different weight classes of mechs, so you can have light, medium, and heavy, and there's different attributes and bonuses based on each of those. So that's kind of cool. Here is our pilot for this one, Etienne Wasu. I think it's better to open up this one first rather than this one. So we'll open up this one first, because this will give us a big you know, what the majority of the deck is going to look like here. So we have our pilot, Etienne Wasu, kind of like a dragon lizard man, Umbra. Here is our Pegasus core. It really reminds me of like an Armored Core mech, right? Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. If you're a big fan of like Armored Core, yeah, Pegasus visor, gauntlets, and then greaves. So you'll start with these, and then you'll have dual weapons. So he has a Shard of Destruction and a Longsword of Betrayal. So you'll start with all these in play, and these as well. So you actually start with a bunch in play. You have your mech, right? So here's some Pegasus gauntlets. We have visor. Yeah, the head. Very, very Armored Core. Dante's Inferno. Shard of Destruction V1. Longsword of Betrayal V1. Pegasus visor again. Here's it's V1, but we also have different marks. So we have like Mark 2 here. Pegasus visor or Pegasus gauntlets. So we have foil Pegasus gauntlets. But this is Mark 4. Pegasus greaves. Different Longsword of Betrayal artwork. Very cool. Dante's Inferno. Just give him that blast. Ooh, these Pegasus gauntlets are the texture foil. Really nice. Pegasus greaves. These ones are also the texture foil. Same with the Shard of Destruction. Also got that texture foil. Ooh, this one looks pretty cool. This is the Mark IV Longsword of Betrayal. And then we have Infest, Overwhelm. I mean, some of the art in these ones look really good. Catastrophic Blow, Maintenance Hanger, Shield Drone. Some of these cards feel like, Orbital Devastation. These cards feel like they are kind of like staples if they're going to be in like most of the decks. And then here we have the extra cards. I didn't check I might have to correct myself on the extra cards in here. I thought there were extra equipment like options, but they might have been higher marks than I thought they were. So I will need to double check here. I will need to double check. So yeah, here we have the how to play thing, which is always great. Oh yeah, they're Mark III. Oh, they're higher. Yeah. So these are not ones that you can start. I'm gonna amend that what I said before. Apologies. These are not extra starter ones. You need the Mark I. And also the thing here, the M here means it's a medium unit. So your weight is determined by your chassis, which is the M here. And then your health is like here, and then here. It's like a combination of the two. Cool. Yeah, so apologies for that. Yeah, these Mark 1s are all the ones you start off with. And then all the rest should be like, twos or higher, right? Yeah. Okay. Apologies. It's been a while. It's been a little while since I checked this out. So yeah, these are all higher marks if you want to include different or more copies of these particular ones. We have a Pegasus visor foil, Infest, some no-no-nos. No. We have Deplete. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. We have Disengage. And then we have our tokens. Okay, sweet. So I'll put this here and then put that there. You get a big old chunk of cards here. And then finally we have the Griffin. I'm pretty sure this is the light unit. We had the heavy, the medium, and then finally we'll do the light. And then we'll just open up some packs and just chill and look at some cards. I haven't seen like the spoilers or anything. All I've really dealt with before are the pre-constructed decks that they sent me to do kind of like the pre-Kickstarter review. And I thought the game was fun. Like I said, it's a very like more first-person-y style thing. We have Aerial Tau. The vibe of this, it's mecha, obviously. But for me, it reminds me more of like less of Gundam, more of like Armored Core. I'm a huge fan of both, by the way. I love me some Armored Core. I'm one of those guys who's like, give me a new Armored Core game, man. I want an Armored Core 7. give me a new Armored Core game. So we have Mr. or I don't know their gender. We have Aerial Tau. I was gonna say Mr. I'm like, I actually don't know. Don't want to misgender the 4-armed robotic alien. We have the Griffin core. So once again, this is a lightweight lightweight suit. This one also looks very cool. Also reminds me of very much like Armored Core. And then we have the Mark 1s. We have Griffin Visor, Griffin Gauntlets, Griffin Greaves. And then we have the Beam of Despair, which is just like a two-handed weapon, I think. So where the other ones have like multiple weapons, this one is like a two-hander. So that's kind of like our starting loadout for the Griffin. And then we have the... I didn't show the back. Yeah, I did show the back. Yeah. So we have Griffin Gauntlets Mark 3. We have the Griffin Visor, Griffin Greaves, Heaven's Gaze. It's kind of like a sniper. Javelin of Faith, Beam of Despair, Heaven's Gaze. Very cool looking Griffin's Visor. We have the Greaves. Another Beam of Despair. Like, yeah, just different things you can upgrade. I like that they have like these bits, right? Or funnels, depending on, you know, what series you watch. We have textured Griffin Gauntlets. Let's see if I can get the... There you go. Kind of get the texturing on. We have the Greaves here. Heaven's Gaze. And then we have Infest, Overwhelm, Catastrophic Blow. Got the Maintenance Hanger, and then we have the Orbital Devastation, and then ooh, Deep Fried. So that's the first time we've seen the Deep Fried, I think. And then we have the kind of like extra chunk of cards. Did I already do this? I did. We have the extra chunk of cards. So yeah, if you're looking for like a fun, you know, alternative TCG, like an indie TCG to check out that has kind of a different system than what's out there. There's really only a couple games that this reminds me of at all in terms of like how it's presented and played. Flesh and Blood would be one of them. Stuff like maybe like Universes, but it's very much like a first person like kind of thing, right? Because as you can see, a lot of it is like building up your mechs. So yeah, so let's just kind of quickly go through. Ooh, Beam of Despair, that looks sick. Griffin Gauntlets, Beam of Despair. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what this game does going forward. Hopefully they can get like maybe a higher budget to get some like very, very cool artwork. It does feel like they use like one or two different artists for the first set, and it's not like bad, but you know, definitely has like a distinct kind of like indie flavor to it. Got the shield drones, and then we have all of our tokens. Once again, the card back is like really nice. Give him good kudos for the card back. All right, and those are the 3 decks. Yeah, you get a lot of stuff here. I mean, I think if you just bought these decks, you'd have a lot to play around with and a lot to like play test and kind of like get a good you know, breadth of what the game is doing here. So yeah, that's sweet. And once again, these are what the decks come in. Do they have like a MSRP on these? No, I'll have to double check on them, but yeah, very cool. All right, let's get to the booster box. All right, so here we have the Chrono Core booster box. 30 packs per box, 12 cards per pack. And as I mentioned, here's a QR code here if you'd like to scan that, if that works. It might not work until I take the shrink wrap off. But oh, here we go. 42 commons, 33 uncommons, 22 rares, 11 super rares, and you have 9 secrets, 12 immersive arts, 9 artist signatures, and 6 serialized cards. One of our Rogues Gallery regulars in the Discord, she opened up a serialized card already, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get a serialized card here. Maybe we won't. We shall see. I don't think I've ever... Well, no, I have. I have opened up a couple. I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever opened up a serialized card in any game. That's not true. I have opened up, like... But it's very infrequent, given the number of cards that I've opened. The box is actually pretty nice. It's kind of got, like, this matte texture to it and has, like, this glossy embossing. By the way, here's the QR code, again, if you'd like to scan that. But, yeah, it actually feels pretty nice. All right, let's crack open the box. Buckle up, pilot. All right. I see you. All right. This actually feels really nice. Like, this is a pretty well-made and well-constructed box. So here we have some arena modifiers and short circuit tokens. Okay, so we got some like box topper type stuff. We'll go ahead and open these up, but it really feels like here's like some tokens, like some things that you'll need to play. Yeah, so we have some short circuit. We have a foil in the back. So there's some short circuit tokens, virus tokens, all this good stuff, and then we have a Nessa Inash. She's an uncommon, but she's got like this nice textured foiling. This looks really good. In the back. So I've never watched anyone open these up. I don't know if this is a random card you can get in the back, or if it's a specific like card that everyone gets. But very cool, very cool. We'll set that over here, and then we'll open up this bit as well. So she is a pilot here, Umbra pilot. Yeah, the dragon people. Huh. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and crack open this. And then, these are all like these arena modifiers. So we have exploit, get ready, give him the okie dokie, sure, just a tiny bomb, not today, secure file breach, stasis protocol, the gambler, time vortex, got some space wizard BS going on, and then top up. Okay, very cool. All right, we'll kind of just stick all these together. Let's open up some booster packs. Very first pack of Chrono Core, War of the Nine Realms. Do we have different pack art here? It looks like it's all the same pack art. Okay. Hey, I just got to check. And in fact, let me go ahead and cycle the camera before we get started. Okay. Camera cycled. Battery's looking fine. We'll see if we can last through this. I don't think we're gonna blast through this too much. So, I have the power. So this is a common, as you can see here on the C. Shard of Umbra. So we'll go through the packs. We got a foil kind of like mixed in here. This is a foil common. I'll set the foils outside. Oh, this one. Okay, yeah. Gotta check if it's a core. World Eater, very cool. Scythe of Retribution. That's uncommon. So I will kind of like break these down. So we have commons and then uncommons. Hellhound, Dusk Wolf Visor. That also looks extremely cool. We have, hey, look, it's the same lady. We have Nessa Inash uncommon. However, the foiling is different, right? This one has like more of this textured spot foiling, and this one is just kind of like more of a flat. It looks okay, but you can kind of see the difference here. Yeah, the textured foiling, much nicer. So she's a foil uncommon. And then we have Need a Hand. This is a rare. Javelin of Faith. Also a rare. It's a foil. And we have Pegasus Visor, a rare. So we get 3 rares in this pack. All right. We'll put the foil rares here, the rare pile there, and then, well, maybe we'll go like this. We'll go foil rare rares, and then all the other foils here, and then SRs and other chase stuff we'll put down here. We'll just do that. Let's go. So we have Basilisk Visor, Lidless Orb, very cool. Scythe of Retribution, the Shroud, Ryu Gauntlets, that also looks really cool. I'm really liking this particular mech. Cerberus Visor, that one's uncommon. Is the Ryu Gauntlets, they're common. Okay, cool. So we have Cerberus Visor, Shard of Umbra uncommon. We have a foil uncommon, the Dusk Wolf Gauntlets. So foil uncommons will go up here. Cerberus Greaves, regular uncommon. Basilisk Gauntlets, rare foil. We have the Longsword of Betrayal, also rare foil. And then, Dusk Wolf Greaves. This is the SR. I could kind of tell by the texturing. Okay, nice. Did I mess up the things already? No. Foils, rares, non-foil rares. Okay. All right. Sweet. Okay. If you don't know, or now you don't, that was not even close. Not even close. Dusk Wolf Visor. I do like the Dusk Wolf. Dusk Wolf looks sweet. Scythe of Retribution. Dusk Wolf Gauntlets. We have a foil common Cerberus Greaves. All consuming. Basilisk Visor. I also like the Basilisk one. That looks very cool as well. World Eater. Ryu Visor. I think I really like the mechs in the set. I think I like them more than the ones in the starter. Which starter ones are fine, but Basilisk Greaves regular rare, Deplete foil rare or foil uncommon, and then we have the Pegasus Gauntlets foil rare. Okay, okay. So you can get like other non-rare foils in there. I'm just double checking, make sure all of these are the rares. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Just getting the pack load out. Just getting the pack load out. All right, so we have all consumed. So we have some commons here. I want to make sure that I don't blaze past some foils. So we have I have the power. Oh, double foil. Duskwolf Visor. You do get a lot of foils in this. It's pretty sweet. Ryu Gauntlets, or maybe 2. Basilisk Visor. So this one's uncommon. Lidless Orb uncommon. Overcharge. Transformation Protocol. Chip Malfunction rare. It's gonna have a bad day. We have Pegasus Visor. This is a foil uncommon, and we have a full rare Ryu Greaves. Oh, the Ryu ones look sick. Looks like it's a lightweight by the L. All right, so we have Basilisk Greaves. Very curious to see how many like the SRs we get. Ryu Gauntlets, Basilisk Gauntlets. We have a foil Basilisk Greaves, full common. Ryu Gauntlets, Nightshade, Lidless Orb, foil uncommon. Ooh, we have a Duskwolf Core. So, uncommon. Very nice. I'll stick with the uncommons. I feel like I should probably take that out. But Ryu Greaves, this is a foil rare. Heaven's Gate, kind of like a sniper rifle. And then the Mad Scientist, foil rare. Very cool. All right. Ooh. Foil right on the front. Foil right on the front. Core Control, foil common, right off the bat. And then we have a Rawhide, Duskwolf Greaves. So it feels like the first batch of commons can be like some combination of foil and not foil. We have a Cerberus Visor, very cool looking. So these are the uncommons. So we have like four uncommons, and then we have rares. We have Ryu Greaves, just a regular rare. And then we have this one is this one's an SR. So this is a Time Visor, foil common, looks very cool. And then we have the Shard of Umbra. And while the card itself is all foiled, I can tell the texture on elsewhere. So yeah, this is an SR. Cool. All right. I do like how like you get this pilot box topper. So it really feels like if you want to build a deck from just the box, I'm sure you could probably end up doing that. Ryu Gauntlets, Scythe of Retribution. You can get a ton of foils, man. You do get a ton of foils. We got the Basilisk Core. Very cool. Oh, yeah, I do like that one. I do like the Basilisk Core. Basilisk is very cool. We have Basilisk Greaves, foil rare. Javelin of Faith, foil rare. And then the Pegasus Visor, foil rare. All right, we got a lot of foil rares. Is this uncommon? Okay. Just gotta double check. We'll speed up as we go through a lot of the commons and such. I got Deep Fried, because I imagine a decent chunk of Ryu Visor. Yeah, Ryu looks sick. I imagine a good chunk Robin Hooded. A good chunk of these will maybe have seen in the pre-constructed decks. Basilisk Gauntlets, it's a foil. The Shroud, Retribution. Okay, get a lot of stuff on that one. A lot of effects. Temporal Spike. I do like the foiling on that. Very cool. Lidless Orb, rare. We got the Beam of Despair, also rare. And then Need a Hand, also rare. All right. Yeah, I haven't checked. I'll need to see what their plans are for like future sets and all that kind of stuff. I think I really like what they're doing, at least in like for this first set. And I think it has like a lot of ooh, yeah, that looks so cool. The Ryu mech looks awesome. But I think they have a lot of potential going forward, especially if they kind of get like a bigger like art budget and stuff. I think it could be extremely cool. Dante's Inferno. Dante's Inferno. Okay, so we have a rare and then like a textured version of like the same rare. Okay, all right. Textured rare will go somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know. Just set it off to the side. We'll see how many we get. But yeah. Now you don't. Ryu visor. I liked. Yeah, I don't know. So like, I do like how like they're kind of different. They're not like literally the same mech. It's just kind of like maybe like a product line or something like that, like a style line. Got another Robin Hooded Core Overdrive. We have Basilisk Visor, Basilisk Greaves, Upgrade Protocol, Shard of Umbra Rare, Aegis Foil Uncommon, and then we have the Fang, which is pretty cool looking. It's a foil rare. All right. So far, I've only gotten 2 SRs, so very curious to see if this is like a Gundam situation where you get like a kind of a fixed amount, like you get 8, or if it's more like a Magic where you get kind of like, I don't know, maybe like 3 to 10 mythics or whatever. I've had some pretty wild boxes in Magic that vary quite a bit. But anyway, Scythe the Retribution, Ryu Greaves. Yeah, here's 2 Ryu Greaves, and they have definitely different aesthetics. But I dig the vibe of the Ryu set for sure. Hey, speaking of which, here's a Ryu core, and then here's the other side. Ooh, overclocked Ryu core. Duskwolf Visor, rare. Tiamat Visor, uncommon. Upgrade your starter deck maybe. And then we have a Duskwolf Visor, also looks pretty cool. It's a rare. Haven't seen very many pilots. We get that one pilot early, and then like none more pilots. We'll see. Core Control, Cerberus Gauntlets, Scythe of Retribution. We got a foil in here. We got the all-consuming foil. The Wall, the Fang, Basilisk Collar, Duskwolf Visor. Once again, looks very cool. Oh, hey, speaking of which, hey, look, we got a pilot. So she's a medium pilot. This one actually has 12 health. Allura Necris. Very nice. I was like the lady pilots, obviously. Yeah, okay, all right, very cool. Maybe I need to build a deck with her to find a good medium suit that I like. We have the Tiamat Visor, and then we have Memory Wipes. This is an SR. Tell the foiling there. So we got the Fang as a rare, Visor's a foil uncommon, and we get the SR here. You know what? Let's go ahead and we'll take out the pilots and the cores, because I feel like those are fairly important in terms of like, you know, actually making a deck and playing with it. So I'll take out all the pilots and the cores, and those will have their own. Those will have their own pile here. We just have a lot of. We'll just have a million piles. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. All right. We need to go quicker because otherwise it's gonna take a long time. So we got how many commons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 uncommons, some of which can be foil, like this awesome looking World Eater. And I think it was like 4 uncommons, right? And then we got one of them is foil. And then we have some rares and other stuff. So we have Duskwolf Visor as a rare. We have Griffin Greaves. That was a non-foil rare. Griffin Greaves is a foil rare. And then we have this textured uncommon. Ooh, this looks really nice. The World Eater. This one looks sick. So this is like a textured uncommon. Okay. So we got 2 of the textured non-SRs. Like textured of different thing. So, okay, so we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commons. So this time, none of them were foil. Then we have the Cerberus Visor, foil. Jericho Ryu Greaves. These are, oh no, am I putting these in the wrong piles? I think I am putting them in the wrong piles. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Maybe I'm not. Duskwolf Visor, uncommon foil, looks great. Orb, rare. Pegasus Visor, foil common, and then we have the Scythe, which is a foil rare. Okay. Starting to get more of the hang of it. Ooh, foil right off the bat. Deep fried. Go for some deep fried chicken. Something, you know, you get some karage, I don't know. Common, yeah, common up top. Foil Ryu Visor. By the way, Ryu Visor, the same Ryu Visor. You got the Nightshade, got the Duskwolf Gauntlets, so we got some uncommons, so 4 uncommons. And then we have Ryu Greaves rare, Griffin Greaves, rare foil, and then another textured. Ooh, Hellhound. That also looks really cool. This one's just a foil textured common. Yeah, that looks nice. All right, all right. All right, let's see. Now you don't. Now you don't. We have a Nightshade. Common. Yeah, you get a ton of foils. You get a ton of foils, man. People who like foils in their card games, yo, this game's got the foils, man. It's got you. Here's a Ryu core. I think it's our second Ryu core. I don't know, but very cool. It's lightweight though. It doesn't go with our lady. We need to get one that goes with our lady. We have Longsword of Betrayal, uncommon foil. It's just the back texture. And they have a rare foil, Pegasus Gauntlets. What, here, let's see. We have a light and a medium pilot. So she could pilot the Basilisk. So Basilisk is probably her. And then we do have 2 Ryu cores. You have Duskwolf and Ryu are both light, and then Basilisk is the medium. Okay. So Basilisk is kind of what we're looking at with Allura. All right, let's see. I keep saying that. I apologize. I'm gonna say that every time I open up a pack. Let's see. So we have our five commons. We got our uncommons. We got our Gauntlet. So non-foil rare. Beam of Despair. Non-foil rare. Beam of Despair. Griffin Visor. I don't know. Don't beware. You beware. I don't know. Something like that. I got Cerberus Greaves. This Cerberus one is heavy, though. Oh, Basilisk. Cerberus heavy, Basilisk. Yeah, Basilisk medium. Okay. We're getting it. We got good old Bazzy Gaunts. Got the all-consuming foil uncommon. And we got the Basilisk Visor, foil uncommon. And we got the Cerberus core, so this is the heavy. This is the heavy one. All right. Put that there. We got quadruple foil. We got a lot of foils here. So we got a full rare lidless orb. We got Dante's Inferno common, and then we got Scry foil rare. Decoding 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw one of those. It literally is. It literally is a Scry. All right. You look at the top 2 cards of the deck and you like draw one and put the other one in. Where did the other one go? Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw one of those cards and place the other at top or bottom. Yeah. I gotcha. I see what you're doing there. We got the World Eater. That looks sick, dude. I got the World Eater, but it's the different World Eater. Bazzy Gaunts. Rawhide. Short of Umbra. Duskwolf core. Ooh, I do like the Duskwolf quite a bit. Looks cool. Got Cerebrus Vizier, Pegasus, and then we have a World Eater. This one is a super rare World Eater. Very cool. All right, 4 super rares down, like almost a third or 2/3 of the way through the box. Yeah. The Fang. The Shroud. The same Shroud. Not really. It's foil, obviously. We got Chip Malfunction from Red. This is a rare. We got a Maintenance Hanger. Got a full version of a card that you see a lot in the starters, which is nice. And The Fang, another foil rare. Got a lot of foil rares. More foil rares than not foil rares, which is cool. Got Core Control. All-consuming. Ryu Visor, Ryu Gauntlet. I do like the Ryu Gauntlets, so they look really cool. Scythe, the Shroud, Temporal, Snap Shot. We got a Nightshade Rare, Griffin Visor, common foil, and then Shield Drone, which is a foil rare. Cool. All right, now we have the last column here. Let's see if we can get, if we can bring it home. If we can bring it home. And by bring it home, I mean, I don't know, any one of those chase cards. There's a bunch of like parallel art shenanigans and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see. We've got a Rawhide. We have a Leviathan uncommon foil, and then a Griffin Gauntlets foil rare. I see my camera lights blinking at me. We're gonna try to get through. We're gonna try to get through it without changing the battery. I might have to change the battery. All-consuming Nightshade Overcharge. Ooh, we got a new pilot. Cal Bastion. Yo, it's a cat dude. Artifice. Yo, let's go, cat pilot. Pilot's lightweight. All right. We take the cat pilot. Whoa! All right, we got something with a signature on it. We got Pegasus Greaves. This is a full rare. And then we have this Nessa Inash. This is an... Let me hold this to my face and see what this is. Secret, SEC. This is a secret. It has like the artist signature on it. Dude, we get so much of this particular character. We got her from the box topper. We got the regular version, and now we have, hold on, I gotta get the regular version now too. We got the full. I mean, I would have liked getting her, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, so we got the full Monty of this card in this box. So we got the regular version. We got like kind of this textured box topper, and then we got like this secret version, which is very nice. Maybe I gotta play the light deck and play this lady. Maybe that's how it's gotta go. So we'll see, or like a light themed mech. So we'll see. Maybe we'll open up a second one. A second secret. Probably not. It's probably like limited to like one per box, if that. But it does look really nice. I will say, the secret rare does look very nice. Basilisk. Got your Robin hooded. We got another Basilisk core. We can definitely build a Lara here. Duskwolf Gauntlet. It's a rare, and then Heaven's Gaze, foil common, and then Rawhide. All right, couple more packs. I do like when the cards are very nice. They do look very nice. We have the Nightshade, the Fang. It's uncommon. Jericho. We have I kind of blasted through that. Was there a rare in here? There might have been a rare. There is a rare in here. Yep, there's a non-foil rare. Then we have Shard Destruction, uncommon foil. Ooh, textured Basilisk Visor. This is another SR. Very nice. Okay, so that's 5 SRs. All right. I wonder if you can get like a special core. Like we got a special pilot. I wonder if you can get like a special core. From long range, Duskwolf Gauntlets, Basilisk Greaves. We got some gloves. We got Rawhide Rare, Tiamat Greaves, and the Fang. Both are rares. Full rares. War of the Nine Realms. I wonder what the 9 realms are, and if you get a pilot from each of the 9 realms. I will need to inspect closer. This calls for closer inspections. Very cool looking World Eater. Scry. We have Tiamat Gauntlets common, and then Cerberus Greaves rare foil. Only a few more packs left. I think the secret was our big hit from the box. But, you know, maybe we can get a serialized as well. I do not know. I actually don't know the pull rates of the secrets. I don't know if it's like a 1 per box situation. Hey, like we got another Nessa. The game really just wants me to play Nessa. It's like, yo, build this lizard lady. I've got a Griffin Visor uncommon, very cool, and a Tiamat Visor. Well, she is lightweight, which means we can run like the Ryu or whatever. Or the Dusk Wolf or the Ryu. So, maybe. I'll have to see what she works with the best. That will take some doing. All right, gonna speed up even more just because I really don't want the battery to run out. So we have all-consuming, lidless orb, and also we're kind of here at the end here. Double here. Ooh, we got a heavy pilot. Look at this orc dude, Dotar Sojak. Big orc homie. All right, got the got a sideways card. So we got a rare, the Fang. We have a foil Aegis, and then we have World Eater. So this one is, hold on, it's a textured card. Let me see what this is. What's another secret? There's another SEC. So these are both SEC rarities. Okay, this one has a signature though. This one does not. This one is a two-handed melee plasma weapon. This is a Mark IV. Okay, we'll put that down here. This is our final pack of Chrono Core. Let's see what we get. Come on. I don't know, man. Serialized card? I don't know. I don't even know. All-consuming. Nightshade. Duskwolf Visor. We got a Snapshot. We have a Cerberus Visor rare. We have a common foil Tiamat Greaves. And our final card is a super rare. Nice. Cerberus Gauntlets. Super rare. And it does have like the text ring on it. All right, so we got 6 super rares, 2 secrets, a whole bunch of these like these are all uncommon rarities. But we got a bunch of like pilots and cores. I feel like we got probably all of them. We also got some of these alt textured cards. It still has the same rarity, but it has like a, they're textured. And then we got an absolute crap load of like foil rares and then rares. You get a ton of rares. So yeah, that is Chrono Core. Once again, huge thank you and shout out to the Chrono Core team for sending this box to me, sponsoring the video. I really appreciate it. I think the game's really cool. I think if you are into like mecha, sci-fi stuff, especially if you're into stuff that's similar to like Armored Core or anything like that, I think you'd really like it. I'm very interested to see what this slated looks like with this like texturing and this card. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe hype the video if you can. And we'll see you next time for some more card game content. All right, later everyone.